we decided to go to Wayne. My mom ended up getting a job there, so I got to go for free and everything. So that was a blessing as well. And it was just a very difficult change for me because it was a new environment. I already had friends that went there, so it wasn't that like I didn't have people to talk to. I had my teammates and I had my best friend was there already. For me, it was just I was in a new environment and I started to hang around the wrong people. So you hang around. It is a real thing. So I was doing the wrong things. I wasn't representing our family name well. I wasn't giving my all on the basketball court. I was on the basketball court, but mentally I was somewhere else. So that's always going to take away from your game. It's always going to take away from how you talk to yourself. And as he said, I wasn't talking to myself in the right way. When I missed a shot, I had very bad self-talk and I was very self-doubtful in those aspects because I was not preparing myself the right way. And that is what gets rid of doubt is preparation. And so for me, that's really what the struggle was. I wasn't being myself. And at the time, I actually did have scholarships on the table. I had about 7 scholarships from Division I schools at the time. And so for my dad, I know it was hard for him to look at me and say, I'm going to take all of this away from you, your future, if you don't do the right things off the court. I don't care even if you're getting 40 a night on the basketball court. If you're still not representing our name off the basketball court, that's more important to me than what you do on the court, because basketball can only last so long. The ball stops bouncing for everybody one day. And that resonated with me very highly when we had a sit-down meeting. It was me, my 2 coaches. It was my coach at the time, Travis Trice, and my assistant coach was who coached me when I was little. From when I was old, I call him my white father, Coach Nate Martindale. So it was them 2, and then me, myself, and my mom and dad in this meeting. It was just us, and we had a real sit-down meeting. And when I saw the emotion and the hurt that my mom and dad showed when they were talking, and the tears that came through their eyes, and how they just wanted their son back, the son that they saw growing up, the goofy, laughing, giggling all the time, joking around all the time son, because I wasn't joking around all the time. I was not in a bad way. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean? I wasn't off type of drugs or anything like that, but I was in that type of field, if that makes sense. So for them, it was like, we just want our son back. We don't care if he does play basketball. We just want the respectful man that we know we raised. And so when I saw that was the switch for me. That was a flipping point. That was a turning point in my life, to know that the things that I was doing was causing them so much hurt. And so for me, that's when the switch flipped for me, and I started to obviously separate myself from those people outside of basketball that weren't leading me down the right path, and stuff like that. And then also I locked in more in school and also in my game. And I think actually the very next game I almost had a triple-double.
Yeah.
It was against Springfield High. And so that was definitely the biggest turning point in my life for sure. And I didn't have a mentor and a father like my dad who whooped me all the time, who put me out in the gym, things that I needed personally for my life and my direction of my life. Because now I know when I do get in situations that are uncomfortable for me, that I do get in situations that make me have to challenge my character, I know what to fall back on. I know the training I've gone through. I know how to uphold myself in a way that is respectful at all times. Because obviously in life, basketball teaches you life lessons. I think that's the best thing about sports. It teaches you how to act and your character, as I said. And so when you're done playing, that's why a lot of high level jobs or any jobs in general like to hire athletes, because they know how to work with the team. They know how to follow directions. And everything like that. So it is a skill. And it also is a skill to know how to react. Say if a ref makes a bad call, or if you don't get a job promotion, you know how to react. You don't snap in your boss's face and say, oh, well, I'm better than this guy. I'm better than this. No, you know how to, okay, yes, sir. I'll just keep doing my job and keep working as hard as I can. And my time will come when it comes. And it's the same way in basketball. Just like now I'm playing overseas and everything like that. And sometimes you'll see some guy sign before you or whatever. But in my belief in how I was raised, and also just my belief in general. I believe everybody's story and race is different in life, as in race in life is different in quest in life. And I believe that I've gone through certain things that's tested my faith and made me believe more in my run with God and my race with God.
I know your story, but it's when it came to you and I, it was an understanding. I love you enough to take this away from you.
Yeah.
You know, and we talked about that. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I would tell you, man, because I love you, I won't let you act this way, and I won't let you present yourself this way, because that's not who you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's the uncomfortable things that we have to be willing to do. And I knew it was in you.
Yeah.
You know, I knew you had the ability, but my thing was, why are you being so hard on yourself? How can you enjoy this
Yeah.
when you won't give yourself a break? Because it was never about perfection. I never asked you to be a perfect player or a perfect person. It was about recognition. Recognize that I can get better.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think obviously I know, especially now, being a parent,
Yes,
how hard that was for you to look at me and know something I love so dearly, for you to have to look at me and be like, I have to take this one thing I know away from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's I feel like that, like we talk about, that's what true love is, though. Is true love is telling somebody what they need to hear, not what they want to hear.
Right.
And that's what you've always done for me. And that's obviously more than all your children. I needed that the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Knowing who you are, knowing that this is what I got to do. Like it's not what I want to do, but it's what I have to do for you as a young man, because this defining moment is going to affect you the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I think you understood that. Yeah. You know what I mean? It affected you. But what was beautiful about it, we saw the positive effect at Youngstown.
Yeah.
At Fordham. We saw those things that were in you really start to come out. And it wasn't even about basketball as much as it was your leadership.
Yeah.